Buenos dias and welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who we are, I'm Lisa and this is Andre.
We're currently in the south of Spain with our camper van Millie. This year we're planning an epic 20,000 kilometer road trip all the way to northern Scandinavia, then back to the south of Italy. So subscribe and join us on our adventure. If you watch one of our previous videos, you'll know that we left you guys right here along the coast of Almeria in the south of Spain. And today we're going to go a little bit further up the same coast and show you a bit more of it. Now the goal is to find a few good camper stops. And if you look over our shoulder there's Millie up there. And then hopefully we're going to end, oh you can't see it from here, but there's a peninsula. A peninsula, it's like a cape, and we're going to try and do a hiking trail there before it gets too late. Today's the 7th of February and the weather is gorgeous here in Spain. Yes, we're not wearing t-shirts and swimming gear, but
the air is a little bit cool, but the sun is beautiful.
Let's show you a little bit what it looks like here. Where are you going? There's a horse and a lion. Yeah, you see the big crack here?
Wow.
I wouldn't stand there. Uh-huh. This is really a beautiful coastline. All these secret little coves and hidden little beaches. Not sure what it looks like in summer, but man, it's so stunning to explore like this. Even on a day like today where it's actually still winter, it's perfectly comfortable. Not sure I would want to go into the water, but still. Okay, it's another example of one of these many informal overnight parking spots now. Yes, a lot of these you can't stay throughout the year and your presence is tolerated certain times of the year, but man, there's so many campers around, it's just absolutely crazy. Now funny enough, you'll see a sign like this where it says no caravans. What does that mean? Does no caravan mean no caravans? Because people are clearly overnighting here. Now in our experience, a lot of the time, if there's not a sign that strictly prohibits overnighting, then you're good. Let's go take a pic. Oh, lots of people here.
This area is around the area of Mar di Pulpe, and this is a really nice little setup, very relaxed, a little bit of trees for shade. Very cool setup.
It says Playa La Entrevista.
Yes. Don't get stuck in the sand.
Yeah, very fun.
Yo, oh that's a truck, oh my gosh.
These guys can spot good.
Yeah. our next spot is Playa La Carolina, and I just can't believe that after all these places there are still so many camper vans here. I wish I knew the number of camper vans along this stretch of coast. Oh my god, is that what the road looks like? Yeesh, this is a very bad idea. You're gonna be able to turn around in there.
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
Huh? Let's look at this view.
Oh, it's busy. Okay, do you want to go through here?
And just on the other side of Playa La Carolina is Playa La Cortadores, which is just as full of vans.
Yeah, there's no shortage of vans here.
But damn, this place is beautiful.
I don't see any signs here specifically prohibiting anything, but there might be a sign that limits the length of the van as we exit here. We'll have a look and see.
It is quite important in Spain to look out for these signs, because just because there are a lot of other vans does not mean that it's necessarily permitted, and you could be surprised by the hefty fine if you don't read the signs.
What's that on? Well, he's got a massive caravan. This one sign is probably a problem.
That's the sign we were talking about. Okay. So actually all of these campers should not really be here. Misunderstood that. Torre de Cope.
Somehow I thought it was going to be more impressive.
Oops.
This castle actually has quite a long history, going back literally centuries, and eventually it was discovered that its location doesn't actually warrant its existence, because
I think its existence didn't warrant its location now that I see it.
Very exposed here, but now let's go to the other side of me. It's actually this National Reserve area, and we were thinking of doing a route across, but maybe we'll just go to the viewpoint. We're just going to spin around here quickly, because this route takes you over the mountain. It's a 6-kilometer round trip, and it's going to take about 3 hours. So maybe what we'll do is we'll see if there's a trail that goes around the outside to a viewpoint there at the point, and check that out if we can get in.
I have to be honest, this mountain is a lot more of a mountain than I expected it to be.
Alright, we're here. This is the road we drove, so we don't want to hike that. This is along the outside of the mountain. We don't want to do that. We just want to go there somehow.
Well, I wanted to go there, but that doesn't look quite possible.
It is possible. It is possible. I've seen photos of people from the summit,
but it's quite a hike.
And interesting, here you can see it's only 242 meters.
Really?
Oh, it looks much higher.
Wow.
242 meters, mamma mia.
Maybe we can see this one, and if we want, we could go along this contour to that point. Well, actually, quite frankly, we could drive to there and then just walk out here.
Let's go first see if we can actually get into this path, because there's a gate up ahead. Okay, we found the path. It's a little bit different than we expected. Super quiet here. Beautiful. Oh, but I'm already tired. Is that a bad sign?
Sandy and loose.
Yeah. From where we are now, the viewpoint's supposed to be 700 meters. Should be doable. Doesn't get too loose or bad or steep. Why you walk so funny, Lies?
She's on the edge of a cliff.
He says, well, he's precariously balanced. Okay, maybe this is a bad idea. Ooh. Okay, let me look where I'm going. It's not so bad. We're such wussies. So if you watched any of our hiking videos before, you might know that Lisa and gnarly trails don't quite connect each other. Every now and then if it gets a bit loose and you combine it with some height, the results are less than ideal. So you may or may not make it to the end of this trail. Hey Lisa.
May or may not, you mean we may not.
We can at least see, come on.
To the sun.
Yes, let's go to the sun.
Okay.
Let's go to the sun. We can at least try and get around that bend there.
I feel very wobbly today. And not just around my belly.
Jelly belly. Alright, we can make it to the sun. I see the sun.
See you. Made it to the sun! Oh, we made it to the top! Oh my
Mirador
God.
de la Colado de la Chabrica.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Is this it? I think this might be it.
yeah. It's 92 meters.
Wow.
You're halfway up. Huh.
There's a bench and a table and everything.
Oh, baby.
Oops. Okay, we're at the top. Well, we're not at the top, I'm lying. We're at the viewpoint. Can you just stand there maybe so I don't fall off the cliff?
Yeah, don't fall off.
Thanks. And we probably won't go higher. Just don't have the energy for it, eh? So it's a bit too crazy. But it's such a beautiful spot here. But this is just a little taste of this part of the coast of Spain. It's really incredible. The number of coves and viewpoints and hiking trails. It's just really amazing. I must say we've been blown away by it so far.
Absolutely in love with Spain, and especially the southern section of the Spanish coast.
Look, it's true that there's so many more campers nowadays here, especially this time of the year, and you can't blame them. So you have to navigate that chaos a little bit, but it's well worth it. I would definitely return to Spain for winter, for sure. Beautiful, beautiful place.
Although I would also like to be here in the warmer months to be able to enjoy the ocean and swim a little bit.
Definitely not in the peak of summer.
No.
Okay, we're going to fly the drone a little bit quickly. What do you think?
I'm going to take a rest.
And take a break. Okay, it seems like the wind's picking up a little bit, so we're gonna make our way back there, eh?
Not there.
Not there, not there. There, nah, not there. Okay, let's go.
Beautiful, isn't it? So beautiful.
Yeah, stunning, isn't it? Yeah, you can see it straight through the water.
I know, it's crazy.
Incredible.
And look, over there is Molly. Yay, we made it back to Molly.
Made it back in one piece.
Even though we didn't make it all the way to the top of the mountain as I wanted to, it was still a really beautiful walk, and the view from there is just stunning. Lovely, lovely nature reserve, and pretty easy hiking actually.
We're gonna stop at one more park up spot and show you around there, and then we'll...
I think that's enough for a day. And yet,
Personally, if it was me, I would not overnight here. If there's a sign that says you can be fined up to 3,000 euros, then
you know what? That's quite a high risk bet to take.
And yet, look around.
What it looks like.
People are prepared to take a chance, and you know, you might be able to get away with it now. Maybe police will just ask you to move. I don't know. Will you risk it?
No, definitely not. The point is, you might think it's safety in being many people here, but really, you can't argue if somebody gives you that fine of 3,000 euros because there's a board that clearly states that's what it should be. It's illegal.
It's not allowed.
In my opinion, just not worth the risk.
There's plenty of places where it is fine, and there's a reason why, especially at the beaches where they want to limit this kind of traffic. Maybe not this time of the year, but definitely a certain time of the year. But still a beautiful place. I'll mark where this place is. Playa del Arroz.
Wow.
Man, look at this.
A lot of people taking high risk.
Wow, look at this. Nice spot. Okay guys, well, this is pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for the ride, and we hope we showed you a little bit more of what Almeria has to offer. If you like the motorhome in this area, we find is an incredible part of Spain.
So many stunning places to stop that are legal and are allowed, and especially off season. And gosh, the number of motorhomes here is just incredible. The beauty and the nature, I understand why everybody is here.
Amazing. Anyways, we're going to sign off here, and on our next video, we're not quite sure because we're heading further south into Spain. We're heading for Malaga, then Gibraltar, ultimately Tarifa in the next few videos, so stick with us.
First, we have to visit the little town of Mojácar, just south of us.
We'll definitely do a special outing for that. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Adios!
Hasta luego!